Hi everyone, it's Shawn from SeeShawnLive, and I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to talk about one of my adventures that I had been preparing since January 1st for. I had the opportunity to run in the Atlanta Journal-Constitution Peachtree Road Race. The Peachtree Road Race is a 10K, which is 6.2 miles, and it's held annually in Atlanta, Georgia, and it is the world's largest 10-kilometer race, and it has over 60,000 professional runners as well as amateur runners to participate every year. And it was really an experience. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of initially intimidated by the race because you hear so much about it, and there's actually a lottery to even participate in the race. So I was fortunate enough to be able to run in that race. When I was preparing for this race, I received so much advice from friends because a lot of them had ran in the race multiple times. And one of the things that a lot of them said was your first couple of miles, don't try to run because it's going to be so many people there and it's going to be so congested that it's basically a people watching event. So just enjoy the scenery and the people around you. And so that's what I tried to do, because when I did try to run, actually you can kind of see people running through the video and they're kind of running around people like an obstacle course. So I said, okay, for the first couple of miles, I'm just going to enjoy the scenery like advised. So that was cool. Around the third mile, the crowd started to kind of thin out. And as you can see, a lot of companies participated, which was really cool. You had your UPS, you had your Home Depot, you had all types of companies. You had radio companies, you had restaurants, all types of people participating in this event, and it was really great. So since the crowd started to kind of thin out, that was my opportunity to finally really try to get some running in like I really wanted to. And it was cool. The weather was ideal. It wasn't hot. It wasn't cold. It was perfect. The sky was clear. You didn't have any issues with rain. And it was a really great running day. And so the first couple of miles was great. The third mile was cool. The fourth mile, it was cool. When I got into the fifth mile, I'm not gonna lie, with the hills and everything, it started to get kind of tough. But as you're going along in the race, you see so many people there. It's like a parade. You have people on the side of the road with their lawn chairs and even barbecue pits, and they're cheering you on, and it's so motivating. So you're really tired because of the hills and everything that you're going over and the people that you're running around, but at the same time, it was something that was so motivating where you were so encouraged to keep going. And just when you thought you would get tired, they had radio stations out there cheering you on too. So listen to one of the radio stations that was out there.
Okay, everybody gather for a quick picture. Yeah, quick pictures and make room and everything, so you guys can be famous on Facebook, Twitter. You can tag yourself later. We got team ups there. I know, UPS, it's just easier. So we're gonna get more pictures going. Still having fun. Is everyone having fun so far? That's good.
I'm free.
So I'm approaching the 6-mile mark, and by this time I'm tired. My feet are hurting, my thighs are hurting, and even though there are multiple water spots throughout the race, I was starting to feel a little dehydrated. But just when I thought that I was kind of at my end, something started to happen. The closer we got to the finish line, the crowd started becoming louder and louder, and you can say at that time I zoned out. I started thinking about all the 5Ks that I participated in leading up to this point. I started thinking about my core group of friends that encouraged me along the way. The nights that I would look at my Fitbit and I would see somebody ahead of me, and it would encourage me to get on my treadmill to try to go a little further. And all of that prepared me for this moment. So I guess you can kind of say at that time I was really emotional, and I made it to the end. And it was such a great feeling when we started walking in Piedmont Park. And I know a lot of people are, they get intimidated by the Peachtree Road Race because they hear a lot about it. But I got to tell you, all the preparations, all the struggles, everything, it was entirely worth it. Now, I know you're probably asking, well, how did you really feel once you finished the race? Well, I'll let you hear it for yourself. This was my reaction at the end once I crossed the finish line. Take a listen. Hey, I just finished the Peachtree Road Race, my first one, 6.4 miles. It was great. Around mile 5, I was really hurt. But it was so many people running and walking and everybody cheering you on. It was very motivating. I've been doing 5K since January preparing for this, and I'm happy. I'm a little bit emotional too because it was hard, but I mean, you can't have a testimony without a test, right? So this is my journey, one step at a time, living for a better life. Bye. So there you have it. You've seen my test and you heard my testimony. The Peachtree Road Race was everything that I imagined it to be and some. I really want to take this time to thank all of my family and friends for being there for me and encouraging me during my adventures. All of that practice, all of that training for this moment was so worth it, and I thank you for it because you were my foundation. So I guess it's time for me to wrap up this video. So until the next time, have fun in whatever you do, stay encouraged, and most importantly, live. Bye.